Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, Katie's Craft Corner. This is Kimberly, or KD as it may be. This is an unboxing video, and as you can see, this is a Diamond Art Club box. This is one of the new releases, and I'm going to show it to you right now. I don't have it in the outer box because with everything that's going on with, as Vivian from Vivian Tries would call it, the fungalitis that is out there. I'm even cracking myself up saying her word. But with everything that's going on with that, when we get packages in this house, they are opened up in our garage. The item inside of it's kind of dumped out on a table we have out there. The package is thrown away. We go and wash our hands in the laundry tub really, really well. And then we get the contents of the package and bring it in the house. Because my dad is very high risk with diabetes and heart condition. And I am high risk, even though I am, I guess you could say, middle-aged. I am high risk because I do have autoimmune issues. But anyway, he is far more high risk because he is in his 70s. And as I said, has diabetes and heart trouble. So the packaging, outer packaging of this is outside in the garbage. Actually, it's in our burn pile. Whenever we get to burn stuff again, it will just be burned. But anyway, whatever's on it, if there is anything on it, will be dead before then, because there is a burn ban in my state for at least the next 2 weeks, because apparently smoke can exacerbate the condition or the respiratory problems. And so they've got like a burn ban in my county. I don't know if it's in the entire state or not, but I know it's in my county. But anyway, here is, whoops, didn't mean to hit the thing that the camera's attached to. Here she is. This is Once Upon a December. And of course, we've already seen Rachel Ray, I believe it was, open this. And like her, as soon as I saw it, I had the song playing in my head. And I even had to go back and watch the movie because I have not seen Anastasia in what seems like a million years. But I had to go back and watch it. And a lot of people think that Anastasia is a Disney princess. She is not a Disney princess. Although I believe Anastasia is now owned by Disney, because Disney and 20th Century Fox are like in the same company. Or I don't know if Disney owns them or they own Disney. I don't know. I don't keep up with that stuff, but I do know it is a part of the same company as Disney now. But yeah, Anastasia is not a Disney princess. But this is Anastasia, and this is the song Once Upon a December, which is a big part of the movie. But anyway, let's get this cut open. I have my X-Acto knife out already so that we can begin cutting her open. Did you hear that? I think I pushed a little bit too hard. I probably scratched the box all to pieces. Yeah, just a little bit. It doesn't matter. I did keep these in the box while I wait to do them. As you can see, I've got this little background piece on my table, and it's not like taped down or anything, so it keeps moving every time I move the box. But I did keep all of my Diamond Art Club, my Dreamer designs, anything that is a poured glue. I keep it folded up in the box. If it is not a poured glue, I have a portfolio that I put them in. I recover them with butcher's paper and I put them in the portfolio. But if it is poured glue, I know it's going to be safe. I just roll it right back up, put it back in its box or its bag, whatever it came in. And I've got a place to store all of those. But anyway, let's open up the top and get everything out of here. This is one of their new packaging. Some of the new ones aren't coming packaged like this, but this is the new packaging where it's all rolled up into one and kept in a little bag. And excuse me, I'm getting an itch in my throat. Thank you, allergies. See if I can ward off a coughing attack from it. And no, it's not a Fungulitis coughing attack. It's an allergy coughing attack. Anyway, there she is. There is Anastasia. Excuse my shaking. It is 40 colors. It is a round with ABs. It is 20 by 30 inches or 51 by 76 centimeters, which means it's a rather large one. I would call it large, not necessarily extra large. Extra large would probably be my the Brave one. That thing is huge. And I do have an unboxing for it, but I don't think I've posted it yet. It was on my wish list, and I recently got it about a week or two ago. And I did record the unboxing for it, but I haven't posted it yet. And I've got a feeling this one will go up before it, so I'm talking about it and you probably haven't seen it. If I have gone ahead and posted it, then wonderful. But I've got a feeling this one will go up first. Since this is a new one, I would like to go ahead and get it up. Now, I did get this one on sale. I did not look on the website. I might try and look right now while I am chit-chatting. It was on sale. I think I still have it open. Yeah, I still have the website open. It is on sale right now, if it's not sold out, for $39.99, I want to say. It is low in stock. So if this goes up before it's gone, it's on sale right now for $39.99. When they get the new stock in, it will go back to $54.99. The reason it is $39.99 is because there is a problem with the diamonds, which they announced this on Instagram and Facebook and everything when they posted a picture of it. But somewhere on her dress, and we're going to try and find that, is an area that is that was color coded with flesh tone diamonds. But they said that there are enough yellow diamonds to be able to replace and fix that area yourself. But because it was charted incorrectly, and on this run, they did put these on sale. But now the next ones, it will be fixed and they will be regular price. So if you haven't gotten this yet, hurry up and go get it before they're all gone. I'm actually going to try and upload this tonight. And hopefully it'll be up tomorrow, and maybe it won't be sold out yet. Let's pull it out of the bag. And of course, let's pull these out. There are our diamonds for it. And nothing else in there. Yeah, I need the paper will be in there somewhere. There it is. We've got the little paper that comes with it. This comes with every Diamond Art Club. You've got the social media information. A thank you from the founder. How to diamond paint is in here. And of course, there is always a thank you code where you can get 10% off. But if you're a returning customer with Diamond Art Club, I actually don't have this one over here. And I don't think I have one I can reach. But the little packing slip, which looks like a return. Oh, wait a minute. This one's right here on my bed, and the cat was eating on top of it, and it's got smears of cat food on it. Lovely. There, and now it don't look quite as bad. But down here in this black section right here for returning customers, there will be a 15% off coupon right there, coupon code that you can enter whenever you have ordered something. That will always be on your little packing slip. Anyway, let's unroll. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, that's something new. I think I did see Donnie mention something about this, but I didn't get to finish watching it. They have sent opaque cover. And of course, it's not as big as the diamond painting, but you can peel back a portion of your diamond painting and put the opaque covering down. And if you want to put the opaque, if you want that, because some people really do not like this plastic. I don't mind it. It doesn't bother me. I actually do the same thing that I've seen Rachel Ray doing lately. I put washi tape down it in sections, and then I like score mine at the very end, and then I will tear it and tear off that section and diamond paint, or I will fold back that section and put it down with one of my cover minders, and then diamond paint on that section, and if I don't finish it, I just cover it back up and I do put my magnet back over it to hold it down, because most of the time it doesn't stick once you got a few diamonds on it. But I just recover it with that. But it might be nice to have some of this to just recover it with this when you are finished. I'm going to set this aside. My problem with the opaque paper is I have two cats, one long-haired and one short-haired, and I always end up finding the cat hairs all over this side, which is the side that goes down on your diamond painting. I always find the cat hair stuck to this side, which this doesn't feel quite as waxy as some of them do. So maybe the cat hair won't get stuck to this. I don't know. I might try it out and see. I'm going to set that aside and not on my bed where it will get covered with cat hair. Anyway, here is Miss Anastasia, and this is just exactly like the little dream sequence with her in the ballroom where she's dancing and dreaming that she's a princess. And this is in the old castle, or in their old home in Russia, where she's dancing, but she's actually in rags, but she's dreaming that she's dressed up in this beautiful yellow gown, and she's dancing around and singing Once Upon a December in the old rundown castle. And but this looks just like that dream sequence where she is doing that. And she even has the very slanted eyes, although I think in the movie hers are slanted upwards a little bit more, but it does have the very similar eyes that she has in the movie. And she's got the little flowing sleeves like in the movie and everything. It's just gorgeous. And this is a typical Mandi Manzano with the swirls. It makes it look like a stained glass painting. If you do not like the swirls, you can always remove some of these black pieces. I wouldn't remove it from her dress because it gives it character, but some people may want to remove it from her skin. There's only a few places on her arms where it is. It's here, like around her elbow and wrist on both arms, here and here. But the rest of this is her fingers. I wouldn't remove it from her dress because it gives her dress flow and character. And there goes that white piece falling off my dresser. There is the stained glass behind her, and everything's falling off my table, including the diamond painting I was working on, because this is a big, heavy booger. I'm going to turn it this way where I can see the legend or the schematic. And let's see what the AB is going to be. Number 141. 141, we know it really well. That's going to be the white AB. And it is all throughout her dress, all along the black lines. It's typically where the white ABs are, is highlighting the little black lines in the stained glass. It's along her arms. It's highlighting her sleeves. It looks like there's going to be a huge bag of it because it's coming down the stained glass here. It's everywhere in her dress. It's on her pearl necklaces, all ones. The pearls in her earrings are one. Around the whites of her eyes are ones. It looks like it's all in her crown. Yeah, ones are just everywhere on here. So there are going to be a ton of ABs. It's in her sash around her waist. Now for the flesh tony part that they're talking about. I just wonder where that is, where that mistake is. It probably would help if I had my eyeglasses on, and I don't know for sure where they are. Move that paper again. Yep, there they are. I threw the plastic and the little sticker on top of them. Let's see if we can find where the flesh tone part is. Flesh tone is equals, period, and a little corner triangle, it looks like. and a plus, maybe. Now the plus I see in her skin is also in her dress, but I think that's a slight bit of, it's like a pale yellow, so that could still be a skin tone. I mean, it could be her dress color and a skin tone. Unless that's what it is the pluses that are all in her dress, because they are on her, but they're like right here, they're coming down her shoulder. They're scattered on her skin. They're not like actually her skin tone. It's more like yellow little pieces just spattered across her skin tone. Tell you what, let's flip it over right quick and let's just look at the, that's going to give me fits, that little background piece. Let's take a look at the colors and see if we can figure out from there. I'm going to bring this little schematic over so we can kind of let's just start at the least of these. Don't you like the way I always say that? The least of these and the most of these. I'm going to bring you down. Bring it closer to the diamonds. Alright. We got 352. Now 352, I don't think is a skin tone. I think that might be in the stained glass or something, because 351 is going to be a skin tone, and it's a little bit lighter. We got 744, 351. Now 351 is in her skin tone, and that's awfully peach. Very, very peachy. 775, 782, 799, 3853, 798. Oh, I love some of these colors. 3811, 992, 350. Got a 992 hitchhiking. And then there's a 350 hitchhiking in 762, 993, 797, 301, 3778, 415, 783, 414, and 814. That's our small ones. Let's go ahead and pull these out. There are 3 bags of 310s here. 1, 2, and 3. And then there are 2 bags of 939, which is a very, very deep navy blue. And then this group, we've got 400, 796, I love that blue, 666, that's Miss Coffee color, 758, 318, 498, 321, 300, 754, that ought to be a skin tone, 938, 823, another 823, 3371, 3820. That's one of my favorite blues. 3854. 3078. Now some of these ought to be her dress color. 3855. Another 3855. There is our AB. Tons. There's a huge bag of white ABs. There are going to be a lot of white ABs. And if you do not know what an AB is, AB stands for Aurora Borealis. And that is the coating that is on top of these little drills. You see the rainbow colors. It looks kind of purple and pink and green and blue. That is made to look very much like the Aurora Borealis in the northern sky or the northern lights. I've never seen those other than in an AB crystal or in pictures. That is made to look like the northern lights, and it just adds extra dimension and sparkle to your diamond painting. And there's only a few companies that actually add ABs to theirs. Star Ore adds it to some of hers. Diamond Art Club, of course, and then Dreamer Designs. Those are like the big companies that add ABs to theirs. And then there is 3823. Let's see. I am going to set these over here. And we're going to see if we can figure out where the messed up spot was. Flip her back over. I'm going to bring you back out. Well, right now, while we're down here low, you can get a good look at the drill field, and see how clear it is. Diamond Art Club is always very clear. You can always see everything excellently. They put different colors on some of their, like in the background here, you can see different colors on some of them to make them stand out. To be seen. One thing that I see that they did change, I believe, is I don't see solid blocks of color on these. They did, I guess, hear everyone complaining that people who are colorblind are not going to be able to tell the difference between a blue block and a red block and a white block and a yellow block, and so that wasn't a good idea. So they have gone back to putting symbols in all of their fields, in their drill field. And it doesn't look like any of the symbols are too much alike to where you would be able to confuse any of them. Everything looks wonderful as usual. It's always nice to see these beautiful artists and diamond paintings from Diamond Art Club because they do an excellent job on them. Now let's see if we can figure out where the scoop ups are. Let's see. The plus sign is one of them in her skin, which is, I hate looking at these sideways because I got a slight glare. That is 3823. Let's see if I can find 3823 again. Okay, this is 3823, which is a very pale yellow, which is in her arm in just a few places, but it mostly looks like it's a reflection off of her gown onto her arm. So it makes sense that that is in her gown. Let's see. P is 3854, which is this orangey tone right here. So that looks like it would be right for her gown. Let's see, E is 3855, which is this mustardy color, which looks like it would be right. What else is in her gown? So we've done those bottom ones. Done the E, the P. 3853 would be another one. Let's see, 3854. What is that one? That's the P. 3853. 3078. That is in her gown, which is another pale yellow. So all of these right here are in her gown. This is 754, looks like a flesh tone, which is the period, which it is in her skin. And I did not notice it anywhere in her gown. The next one that looks like it could be a flesh tone is 758. Which is equal to, which is in her skin. That's all of them here that are yellow or skin tone. So I guess let's look at the little one. It's going to be a small section apparently. Okay, 352 is a peach. That is the diagonal divide sign, which I do not remember seeing that anywhere in her skin tone. It's a diagonal divide sign. And I hate looking for one that there's so few colors because you can look straight past it without realizing it. That is in the top of her hair, right around her crown area. So that could be a part of her crown. 744 is a yellow. It is what I like to call the pregnant line, because it's the line with the little half circle in the middle of it. Makes it look like it's a pregnant line. And it is right now I am not catching it anywhere. It is a yellow, so I would think it would go somewhere in her gown. Let's see. Excuse me while I pick this up a little bit and try to have a quick scan over on that side. And I'm not seeing it. I might keep looking while we look at some other colors. 782 is rather orangey. It is in her gown, I do believe, because I think I saw it over here. Yeah, it's a very deep color right here, which would be partly a shadow part of her gown. It's right in here, which would be a darker part of her gown. And then a little bit down here, so I don't think that's it. 3853. That's a smaller bag. Okay, that's what we were looking for, the diagonal line. That's one of them that I hadn't come across yet. So I'm looking for a diagonal line. I'm still looking for that pregnant line. Okay, the diagonal line is in the sconce. I don't know if I can get it. Yeah, the sconce is right here. That's where the diagonal line is. So that's not in her dress. I don't see the pregnant line over there anywhere. I have not found that line yet. Let's see. 350, I imagine, is in her hair. Number 9. Yes, it's in her hair. 762 is the letter A. It's a gray-like color, though. The letter A. That is in her sleeve, it looks like. Okay, 301 is F. It's not in her hair right there. It is actually in the stained glass window above her head. 3778 is in her skin, which is the darker peach tone right here in her throat. And on the side of her face, that would be the shadows, and it's underneath her hand there and underneath her elbow here. So that looks right. 783 is a dark mustard. I would think that might be in her dress. That is the hourglass. It is in her dress. It's in the dark shadowy parts again, like in between the folds of her dress, in between the blacks. So I can't figure out what the flesh tone is unless it's that plus that is both on her skin and in her dress. I'm not sure what the flesh tone is that's in her dress that they were talking about, unless one of the yellows is just not quite right. Because, like, was it, this one is a little bit fleshy tone. Maybe they didn't quite get the right color. I'm not sure. They said something about replacing the yellows with it, so I'm not sure which one what the color is. If I do find the color, I'm going to keep looking off camera. I did find the pregnant line. It is in her dress. Little tiny sections of it. Like right here is just a little tiny section of it, of about 5 or 6 of them right there. So I'm guessing there might be other areas in her dress that it might be, especially in little tiny sections. And what was that one? That was 744. And 744 was a yellow. So I might keep looking off camera, and if I do find it, I will actually post it somewhere on the screen where exactly I found it at, or I might overlay a picture on the final video showing where I found it at. Like I said, I'll keep looking and see if I can figure out what it is that is actually messed up, because the way they talked, it's not a huge boo-boo, because you can replace it with some of the yellows that are available for her dress. And so I'll see if I can figure out what exactly they're talking about. But anyway, that's the end of this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do like my videos, please give them a thumbs up. Give me a comment down below. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already subscribed. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye. Okay, guys, I just cut off the video and said goodbye and everything, but right as I was about to put this up, I found what they were talking about. Right here, this little part of the painting is actually her bodice still. This is the part that's going over her breastises, as Vivian would say it, and then her little spaghetti strap like little piece that goes over her shoulder. And right here, this is all equal to periods and the diagonal little triangle in the corner, and that is actually from her skin leading down from her neck. It's like just bringing these same colors all the way down, when it probably should be more similar to this side, where the I'm going to bring you in much closer where you can look at it a little bit closer. This way I can help those who might be newbies who are doing this. You're going to want to kind of mirror what is going on over here, over here. So I would think that probably where you see the dots, you can, if you want to, put ABs in right there. I think that where you see the little triangle, the little sideways triangle right there in the corner, you will want to put P's, because that is the darker one of the yellows. And then where the equal to is, I think will probably be E's. And then where the dots are, you can either put ABs or plus signs, or even the diagonal little line with the dot at the top of it. One of these lighter yellows, you will want to put where the dots are, right here. And I would probably say this probably would have been replaced by ABs right here, although this is maybe a little shadowed right there, but her pearl necklace is an AB. So these dots right here, you can do ABs or do one of the lighter yellows like the plus or this little diagonal. And then again, these little triangles right here, you'll want to put the P's. The equal to's, you'll probably want to put the E's. And then these right here, you can either put more ABs, or I would probably put these diagonals or the plus signs right there. One of the paler yellows right there would be what I would probably do. So I would probably do ABs here, and then the P sign, and then the E sign for the equal, and then one of these lighter yellows, the plus, or this little diagonal line where these dots are. But that is where the mistake happened, is right here on her bodice, right there. So I hope that helps you out if you're a newbie. And again, I'm going to sign off and tell you good night, guys. Bye-bye.